Good evening, everyone. I wanted to jump on here really quickly and show everyone how easy it is to utilize a load board, a public free load board, to strike up conversations with carriers and reach out to them to advertise your dispatching business and begin building your book of business with carriers and brokers in a specific area. I'm looking on the DOFT load board right now. It's a free load board available to carriers. You will need an MC number, you will need a DOT number to get connected, but it's a free load board that is available to look up loads. I don't recommend it. I've never really booked a load off of the DOFT load board, but I prefer the DAT load board. The DAT load board has live loads, live brokers, much more active and much more accurate data. The DOFT load board is a good load board to see what's out there, to see what loads are available, what loads are being posted in multiple places, and also the ability to reach out to and contact carriers. So right now I'm looking in the North Carolina area, and I'm actually going to select this load here out of Zebulon, North Carolina. Looks like it's on August 8th. I'm going to switch here in the last second. Let's see, it's August 3rd right now, so I'm going to switch to August 4th. And we're going to look in the Oxford area here. So we've got an Oxford load. The Oxford load is leaving on August 4th. Looks like it's making its way up to Pittsburgh. And we've got a load about 550 miles, 42,000 pounds. That's a heavy load. And looks like it's being offered by J.B. Hunt. All right. So we've got J.B. Hunt. It's after hours right now, so I'm not going to bother calling this number, but I could call this number and get a little bit of more information about the load from the broker. Now that I've got a load, I've got a zip code. This is the most important thing for how I'm going to use dispatchcontacts.com to find carriers in the area so that I can begin networking with them and finding out whether they're interested in this load. So you see I've got this load here, the zip code here, 27565, right? So I'm going to copy that. I can already see that the load is going from Oxford, North Carolina to Pittsburgh, right? So I'm going to go over to dispatchcontacts.com. And you'll see I'm signed into dispatchcontacts.com. This is not a free tool, much like DAT is not a free tool. A lot of the free tools in trucking are not going to be worth a damn, honestly. The ones that cost a little bit of money are there for a reason. It's gatekeeping. So this tool here, it does cost to get in. You'll have to sign in. You'll have to pay. This one for dispatchers looking for clients, it's $99 a month. And after you get paid and signed in, you're in the account and you'll be able to look at the two paid features. Search for carriers is paid and profit calculators is paid. Also, as a bonus, once you get connected with them, search for dispatchers, you can actually list your business in their dispatch search section of their webpage, which is publicly available, and carriers can find that, brokers can find that, etc. But I'm in the search for carriers section, and you see I have no contacts right now. And if you remember, I was in Zebulon with my actually, no, it was Oxford. I wasn't Zebulon. I was in Oxford for that. Let's see, where was I with that? Let's go back for a second. Oxford, North Carolina, 27565. I'm going to copy that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that zip code here, and I'm going to search. And you'll see that 10 carriers shows up. It's actually more carriers available. It only lists 10 at a time. So I can hit load more. See how many we got now. 20. Load more. So I can keep loading carriers until it stops loading them. There it is. So I have a total of 31 carriers that are in that zip code. These carriers are in the same zip code as that load. So now I'm going to be able to contact them, reach out to them, let them know about the load, ask them, are they interested in the load? What are they interested in? And when I reach out to them, I'm going to ask them way more questions than just, hey, do you want a load? It's going to Pittsburgh. No, I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to find out more about their business, more about what kind of stuff they haul. Do they leave out of Oxford regularly? This is a Sunday night right now. What I do on Sunday afternoons and evenings is I reach out to carriers about loads that are leaving in the morning. because I want to know whether those carriers are leaving out of Oxford in the morning. If so, I'm going to make a list. The idea behind a great dispatch company is getting ahead of your clients, getting ahead of your carriers to plan their day, make their day that much easier. So I want to reach out to all of these carriers here that I have now, who are all listed out of Oxford, North Carolina. I'm going to reach out to all of them, and I'm going to connect with each of them. Now, before I do that, I'm going to add them to my connections, and I'll show you in a minute why I'm doing that. So we've got 31 carriers in this area, and I'm extremely ambitious. I'm going to reach out to all of them. Maybe I'll call them, maybe I'll email them, maybe I'll text them, but I commit myself to reaching out to all of the carriers available in a given zip code, right? So you'll see I'm going through, I'm adding all of these carriers. I can add as many as I like to my book of business. I've added them all. All right, so I've added all of them, and I'm going to go to my contacts now. Now, when I go to my contacts, you'll see that I have all these contacts. I've made 31 leads, but look, I've got 0 edited. I haven't touched a single one of them yet. That's because I haven't made any calls. So when I call Baker Industries, I know he's got 1 truck. I know he's out of Oxford, North Carolina. I'm assuming it's a guy. I shouldn't be doing that. Backer. Could be a woman as well. Got a phone number for Baker. DOT number. Added contact. Add to mailing list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them up and I'm going to say, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Baker. Are you leaving out of Oxford, North Carolina tomorrow? Are you already loaded for tomorrow? Because I've got a load out of from JB Hunt that's leaving out of Oxford and heading to Pittsburgh tomorrow, right? It's leaving on, actually, no, that one's at the 4th, but this is on the 5th. It's leaving on the 5th, and it will arrive, I don't know why I posted on the 4th, and it will arrive on the 6th. So, are you available for that load? Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. The idea here is not to book a load with them immediately. The idea is to make a connection. That's what we do as dispatchers in this field, is we make connections. So, Backer Industries, are you interested in the load? No, I'm not. I'm already loaded. Perfect. Do you leave out of this area regularly? What are the regions that you service? Do you even go to Pittsburgh? Do you spend all week on the road? Are you an OTR driver? Do you stay in your southeast area? Let's say that this particular person says, no, I stay local. I stay in the southeast region. Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep you in mind for loads that are coming out of that area. What about your trailer type? Are you doing dry van? Are you doing refrigerated? What do you haul? Would you even be able to take this load? This load is a dry van load. Right? Pretty sure I saw that somewhere. Let's see, where's our thing that tells us what it is? It says truckload size van. Yep, this is a dry van load. Do you load dry van? I actually know I run refrigerated. That's good to know. Can I add you to my mailing list when I have refrigerated freight coming out of the Oxford area? Yes? Perfect. All right. And I'm going to let them know I spoke with the carrier. And I'm just going to put in here, spoke with John. He hauls refrigerated freight out of Oxford on Monday. All right, John, I'm going to let you go because I know you're busy. But next time I have some refrigerated freight out of Oxford on a Monday, can I give you a call? Can I send you an email? John's going to say yes, because who doesn't want business? All right, there we go. Save the notes. And you'll see that one goes over to my edited. If I go to leads, that one is gone. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to contact each and every one of these carriers. Maybe I'm going to send them an email. And maybe I'm going to skip this one over here. This one, SDR, has 34 trucks. I'm going to remove that connection because a person with 34 trucks, a company with 34 trucks, does not need an independent dispatcher. So I'm just going to remove them. And look at that. They are out of my contacts. Same thing with 9. I'm not going to waste my time contacting someone with 9 trucks if I'm trying to sell independent dispatch business. Now, if I was trying to sell oil changes or repair services, things like that, maybe I would reach out to that lead. But that's not a good lead for someone with independent dispatch. So I'm going to remove them as well. And here we are. So this is how you can use dispatchcontacts.com to create your leads, edit your leads, and yeah, I'm not going to pitch my dispatch business to this person on a Sunday night. That doesn't make any sense. And I will tell you, nobody is going to want to hear your pitch. What you should be doing is making connections. I've connected to Packer Industries. Next, I'm going to call Randy Roberts. I'm going to find out more about Randy Roberts' business. I'm going to find out what value I can bring to Randy Roberts. Then I'm going to do the same thing for Paul Blackwell. I'm going to do the same thing for James Fitzgerald. I'm going to do the same thing for LBJ Enterprise. Each one of them, I'm going to reach out to them individually, calling, texting, emailing, preferably calling. If they don't answer your call, then go ahead and send an email, send a text. But a real connection is by speaking to the owner and letting them know that you bring value to their company. And the only way you can do that is through coming with something in your hands. So this is a real quick video about how to use dispatchcontacts.com. Like or comment. Let me know if you'd like some more tips, if you'd like to know a little bit more about how to utilize this tool. But it's a very straightforward tool. You just come in, you edit your notes, you say that I spoke with them. Hey, I actually didn't speak with this one. I emailed him. All of his services, all of these other things are still unknown. Added to mailing list, can't say, save notes. All right, so I sent that one an email, and now I've got a note in here that I sent the text message, and I'll know to check back. These ones, I know I spoke with the carrier, I'm not going to check back. I already know I've already got them on the mailing list. I'm going to get them right on my mailing list. And after maybe a few conversations, maybe a few contacts, then reach out and let them know about my dispatch services. But I'm creating those connections, and this tool has been great for that. That's it for now. Yeah, like, comment, and ask any questions you'd like, and I'll tell you as much as I can. Everybody, you have a great night.